I think that the time has come that everybody understands that this way of doing things is impossible and it's not sustainable, that also the industry understands that changes are needed and that they are ready to make their contribution to a better environment in the future.
Mrs. Borzan, thanks for being with us. The European Parliament is working on several new initiatives related to consumer protections, and you were leading one of them, which is the update of ban commercial practices. I know it's still in negotiation, but can you already tell us what Parliament wants to see included in this list?
Well, I have to say that I'm quite proud of this work because I believe that in the end it will make a small revolution for consumers. First of all, let me say that we want to protect consumers, but also the industry which is responsible and progressive, I would say. We want to ban all practices or all claims that are not based on excellent environmental performance. Also, we want to ban claims based on offsetting because it's extremely misleading to consumers. We want to ban early obsolescence of products, and we want to be sure that products are repairable according to law.
And why is this update necessary?
You know, today in the market there are millions of different labels on the products and consumers notice them. But they are not sure if they could trust them. So there are eco-friendly, natural product. There are lots of different marks, and we want to be sure when consumer sees something that label like that, to be sure that this is really environmentally friendly product. The producers are very wise for themselves. Because they are aware of the fact that consumers are more and more aware of importance of environment, clean environment, and our goals in the green transition, and they are even ready to pay a little bit more if they are sure that this product is eco-friendly. So it means that producer can earn more money if they put some claim, but unfortunately, behind that kind of claim sometimes is nothing. So it means that, for example, two of us can work as a producers of something in a big company, and I'm the one who gives you a certificate that something is environmentally friendly. So we want to make order in this jungle of labels so that consumers will have confidence that they buy something that is really eco-friendly and that they also have their share in green transition.
Yeah, so this new conscience of the consumers looking for eco-friendly products is more out of environmental conscience rather than financial concern, you mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, nobody wants to pay product too much, but as I said, since consumers are more responsible when they are buying and they want to have their share in green transition, they are willing to pay a little bit more if they are 100% sure that this is true, that this claim is saying about excellent environmental performance.
You consulted in the industry representatives while working on this update, and what do they think about these new laws? Are they on board?
Well, I think that they are aware of the fact that that things have to change.
That's the impression that you got from your meetings with them.
We want to help, I would say, those who are doing business in an environmentally friendly way now, and they are not able to present themselves in a right way because there are lots of false claims and some industry which is not so progressive and environmentally friendly. If they say they are and there is nobody to approve that, well, then those who are really good producers that are deserved praise from us, they just are left in a market like everybody else.
And is this false claims a problem only on the grain sector, or do you also see that in products like food, false claims for like a product that has additional iron or which is gluten-free and it's not true?
Yeah, this is totally another sector, and I would say that unfortunately there are lots of misleading claims, and when it comes to food, and this is also something that we should work on, because sometimes or very often people buy special kind of food because of health reasons. Or because of prevention. So I would say that this is a double crime, because if somebody is already ill and takes something thinking that he's buying something what is good for his health, and it is not good, then it's really a double crime.
So is there something foreseen to tackle this issue?
Yeah. I was shadow rapporteur on a farm to fork report, and this is we will change 27 different laws in this term when it comes to food chain, to food production, and declarations and everything. So we are making order in this sector.
This is also work in progress.
Yeah.
Looking back to the update of the list of banned commercial practices, does it go in the same direction as the right to repair legislation, which Parliament has been asking for years, and it's finally in the making?
Yeah. Let's say that we have the same aim in these two files. We want to make possible refurbishment, to make possible that this way of doing things right now, like buying, using for a short period of time and throwing away, is behind us. And I would say that maybe we are with this going a little bit backwards, like we used to do things in 60s and 70s in the last century, which was much more responsible to the planet. Now, these products are affordable, and also spare parts are sometimes pricey, and consumers decide to buy a new product because, if you, for example, call a service and they say the spare part is 60% of a whole product, you will start to think, well, maybe in few months or few weeks I will have a new problem with this product, and again new 60% of new product, and then people decide to buy totally new and discard this product, which could be maybe easily repaired.
And why is it so expensive to repair a product, to fix something when it breaks down?
Well, I don't want to be a promoter of conspiracy theories, but it seems like it was a whole system that made us to buy new products. Producers even have, when you ask them why do they do this, they say because consumers always want a new design. I can understand that if we talk about, for example, women's shoes, but I'm not sure that anybody bought a washing machine because new design is on the market. So the system now works in a way that repair shops, the number of repair shops are declining every year. So in smaller cities across the European Union, sometimes it's impossible to find original spare parts. Also, now it's impossible to use other spare parts. You have to have original spare part if you want a service to repair your product. Then also, as we said, the price of spare parts is too high. So the whole system works. The consumer wants to buy, not want to buy, but is forced to buy. Yeah, forced to buy a new product because it's impossible to repair. Even though more than 70% of consumers prefer to repair than to buy a new one.
How can you make sure that the prices will go down as well?
I think that the time has come that everybody understands that this way of doing things is impossible and it's not sustainable. If you look at the outcome of the votes in the parliament, so left and right, center, extreme left and right, almost all of us voted in the same way when we talk about this file, Empowering Consumers in Green Transition. So it means that we are all aware how important it is to change things in a way that we have affordable products and that we have we don't have to repair them, because after 2 or 3 years majority of products are broken down. When you think about guarantee, which expires after 2 years, I mean, this is surprise after these 2 years very often your appliance is dead. If industry is focused on production of spare parts, and if they see the possibility of income in that part, I think that we can all be satisfied, because industry will have their interest, of course consumers will have their interest, and the environment is going to be improved.
When we think about this update on this regulation and the new right to repair, together with the common charter, all of this comes down to giving the consumers the opportunity to buy less at the end. I understand this is good for the environment, it's good for consumers' pockets as well, but it also has an impact on the industry.
When we talk about common charger, I have to say that this process was going on for 10 years, because at the beginning, Commission asked the industry, is it possible for you to have a deal between yourselves how this common charger should look like? Of course, nobody wanted to change their charger. Everybody wanted that their charger becomes a common charger. In the end, when we realized that that the deal is absolutely impossible, then engineers had a discussion, and then they said this should be this common charger should look like.
So the solution was imposed.
Yeah, so it means that industry, of course, when they have a financial interest which is so high, they are not so willing to cooperate in a fast manner. But in the end, as I said, I believe that the time has come that also the industry understands that the changes are needed and that they are ready to make their contribution to a better environment in the future.
And we will have a common charger for all electronic devices and appliances from next year, right?
Next year, yeah. And I have to say that this is a quite specific issue. This is one specific thing that was extremely important, I would say, to our citizens, because I think that people are totally fed up of this situation. For example, when you come to work, you realize that your mobile phone has 6% of battery, and then who has a charger for this mobile or that mobile? From next year, the only question that you will have to ask, does anybody have a charger? So it's a big change.
Well, we've been talking about all sorts of products, but we're also consumers of services. When you open a bank account, when you buy a train ticket, or you book a hotel. And are we also protected as consumers? Is the European Union also protecting our rights as consumers when it comes to services?
Of course, we are working on services also to protect our consumers. For example, just now EU rules came into force when it comes to rail passengers. Also, when it comes to airplanes, passengers have to know their rights, what is going on if the flight is delayed. One of great achievements is to roam like at home.
Yeah, so the roaming fares.
Yeah. I think that communication with our citizens is the most important when it comes to consumer right protection, because we always get a feedback what's going on in every field, you know, when we come when we talk about products or services or whatever, and that is our way how to do things, to hear what needs to be improved. And I'm quite satisfied and proud about the achievements when we talk about consumer protection. I have to say one personal remark, when I'm in a street at home in Croatia, when people in the street recognize me and when they say, thank you for the roaming, I'm the most proud person in the world.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you very much. From the Silver Square co-working space in Brussels, I'm Marcel Bizzotto, and this is Biljana Borzan, a leading MEP on consumer protection. Thank you.
Thank you.